Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Mag Show. Today, we are going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 and the leaks in regards to the performance of the game, depending on which console you own. Let's not waste any time and get right into the story. So, word is that's coming out there. These are not leaks by me. I'd like to say that up front. But, however, I'll get into who they came from. But either way, there are leaks coming out there that it looks like the base PS5 and the Xbox Series consoles will be performing at 30 FPS, at least for now. And then the PS5 Pro will be the only one getting a 60 FPS mode on top of many other graphical settings. I pulled up an article right here. I'll just pull up the first one that I see here. This is Fandom Wire I found here. And it says GTA 6 on PS5 may be locked to 30 FPS according to latest insider leak. However, let's get into this. A recent insider leak has left console players feeling a bit deflated. According to the leak, GTA 6 may be locked to 30 FPS on the PS5 with, doesn't even mention the series consoles here, with 60 FPS exclusive to the PS5 Pro. This has left fans bittersweet taste as they were expecting a better performance on the base console. Now, as I had alluded to earlier, where did this come from? This came from my friend, Detective Seeds. Detective Seeds originally put out a tweet saying, I have some info on GTA 6 and PlayStation that I am waiting to clear before I put it out. I don't believe it will be an issue, but I like to be safe now. Then he has another tweet that came out and it says, GTA 6 has been and continues to hit 60 FPS while being optimized for the PS5 Pro, multiple graphical settings. PlayStation engineers are assisting with the optimization due to the new tech being implemented and rolled out with a current target date of May 2026. This doesn't sound that far-fetched to me. Let me break down my different thoughts and I'll tell you what I think about this whole situation because I have two sides of this that I want to discuss. The first one is, actually I got three sides. Does that even make any sense? I guess we're talking about a triangle. The first one is Detective Seeds himself. I know some people like to poo-poo him and this and that or disregard him and whatever, but I got to tell you, I've been speaking to him for about 2 years now, and I can tell you that more often than not, he is absolutely correct with his information. Again, this didn't come from anybody that I know, but he has a hell of a lot more connections to PlayStation than I do. I have a handful, he has a lot more. Either way, I do believe this story in one way, and I'll tell you why. Is because I've also been saying for 2 years now on podcasts, on XNC, I've even said it on Crossfire, I've said it on other shows as well, that the PlayStation 5 Pro was going to have a better version of it. Why? Because I had already known that they have an exclusive marketing deal with Sony. The game has a marketing deal with Sony. Actually, in fact, IGN and GameSpot had also referenced me in regards to that rumor that came out there, and so far it has not been denied in any which way or form. It also hasn't been confirmed either, but either way, that information is there. So I know that they have a marketing deal for this game. So what are they doing? They're sending over PlayStation engineers to help make the game the best on the PS5 Pro. Now, there are other little tunings and whatnot of the PS5 Pro that's going to enhance performance over the next year. I'm not a tech guy. You can go look that up yourself. However, I do know that they're making some more advancements into the performance for the PS5 Pro that is making this possible. I believe it 100%. This is not Sony's first rodeo. They've done this several times before, and I've said it before. I said they're going to send people over there to go help with the production of this game and the performance of this game. Why? So that when they do their exclusive marketing deal that they've clearly spent tens of millions of dollars on, they could literally say in the commercial, the best place to play is on the PS5 Pro. You know that that's going to be a marketing hook, right? If they're going to spend all that money, they're going to want to have a tagline in there that they can utilize in order to maximize their sales and profit. I believe this 100%. And we've seen it before, and we're going to see it again. That's the way they operate. That's the way Sony does their thing. And that's the way they're going to continue to do that. And why wouldn't they do that for the biggest release of this generation, possibly one of the biggest releases of the 21st century in the video game world, right? Makes absolute sense. Now, let's just talk about Digital Foundry very quickly. Digital Foundry, now listen, the other thing about Digital Foundry is that they are not the gospel according to the Lord on everything that they say. They have thoughts and opinions just like everybody else. It doesn't mean it's concrete. However, they did say that they don't think because of the CPU limitations of the PS5 Pro, that they don't think that the game can hit a 60 FPS mark. They think that it'll still be locked at 30 with better graphical settings and such. But that was last year they said that. So now that they're making some further advancements with the PS5 Pro as we speak that are going to continue to improve the PS5 Pro's performance, I could absolutely see them being wrong in this case, or just slightly off the mark. That's it. I won't even say wrong. I hate using those words. It's like when I say something, let's say I get out a leak out there or whatever, and I say, hey guys, this is what's happening, and it's like slightly off. I have people coming after me going, you're wrong, and I'm like, all right, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm always wrong. Whatever. You could say whatever you want to say. However, I believe in this case that they'll be slightly off in this particular situation. However, I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that it's going to be... Now, I can almost guarantee you that unless they really drop the graphical settings, which I don't see Rockstar wanting to do, they want this to be a showpiece, right? I still think that it's going to be 30 FPS on the series consoles and the base PS5, and I do believe with all my heart that it's going to be a 60 FPS mode on the PS5 Pro. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this is the case? Do you believe Detective Seeds? Do you believe me? Let me know in the comments. Either way, have yourself a wonderful day and stay magnificent.